All right, good morning, everyone. So I wanted to talk to everybody about the planes of time and why we are in these planets right now. We're not here for manifest destiny. We're not here to come up with new inventions. We're not here for all that. The reason why we're in these planes of time, and you're between the flame moon and you're the Luna moon, and I talked to you about heaven being on the other side of the Luna moon, was because the fallen ones got kicked out of the heaven realms, okay, by murdering their twin flames, which I've talked about, okay. They got kicked back down into what they're calling Pluto, which is 1D, okay. They got put back on their bellies, which is basically you get taken down to the bottom of existence and you grow your way back up, okay. Now what they're doing is they've cheated and they've messed around all this time, and now all of a sudden I'm here and here's judgment, and they're pretending like, oh, well, we messed up and we knew what. They've been jumping time, they've been doing all this stuff, so they're trying to pretend like they're my people so that they can go ahead and go through when they didn't do their work. They've cheated, they've lied, they've stolen, which they've proven even with this election stealing and all this stuff, pretending to be the president, pretending to be all this stuff. You're not my archangels, I know that. Walking around saying hello to me doesn't get you in my favor. If I say hello to you, that doesn't mean we're good. That doesn't mean we're in favor. I'm saying hello because you said hello. So what? You know, you're making things up that don't exist. Now, where they're coming from are the 8 rings of Saturn, because Saturn is the planet where you get a physical form, okay? And from those physical forms, depending on how well you have developed your soul, you get a physical form to move forward into another realm, okay? So now what they're doing is they're doing a twist of time, which is their whirlpool galaxy, okay? They're twisting time. Like I've been giving you those time equations, the BVT, which is V1 plus V2 equals V2 plus V1. And then yesterday I gave you the XY because they're doing that too, which is the Ichthus, ICTHUS, where they have looped it. Okay, they're playing games with, and they're mimicking and holographing with Holgorium the dimensions of the rings of Saturn, which is a whole nother ball of wax. That's why time, the time that they're talking about, is coming from Iota Saturn, IOTA Saturn. It's not coming from time. It's not coming from triple moon, which we are in a triple moon system. Like I told you yesterday, the third moon you can't see. Or in my last video, not yesterday, but I put my video on yesterday. The triple moon you can't see, but there is one. And they thought that Yeshua was going to be the judge, not me. That's why they weren't expecting me, and they weren't. I wasn't supposed to come in here. That's why the Bible says Yeshua would come back. But it was added in, Queen of the South, that I would come in. But I'm not South, but I'm taking it down to the bottom. Meaning I'm going back to nature. I'm taking everything down from what they consider the top or the north down to the south. Okay, that's what's going on right now. So that was added in later. Like I told you all in my teachings yesterday, Noah was Neptune, Moses was Saturn, Yeshua was Jupiter. Okay, that's why they call him Jesus, because J for Jupiter, okay? But we're in Ankriya now, Nakara, okay? Satara, that's me. Okay, I'm Krishna. I'm the one that's in charge of this now because I changed Earth into an Ankriya so I could come here. Okay, now the Library of Alexandria back in the day in Egypt used to have what they call memory crystals, okay? And Library of Alexandria was destroyed, okay, by Iris Biden, pretending to be Julius Caesar, okay? Who they keep murdering to take his magic, whatever. They just keep doing this, okay? They're not going to steal, they're not going to win, because I'm here to collapse time. I am all time. Not them, me. I'm not their family. I'm not their property. I'm not going to go with them. We're not friends. They're not going to pass, and they're not going to force me or anybody else to believe that they've passed. You see Joe Biden, Iris now, that time of her melting down in front of everybody, okay? They're talking nonsense because they're full of nonsense. They did not pass their tests. They're trying to cheat to move forward. They're not going to come back into real form. They're not going to be Pinocchios going back to real boys and girls. Okay, because they've come over here and they've messed around, and now they're lying to everyone else, so they get everybody else to mess up too. I don't care about that. If you want to follow these liars and you want to mess up with them, you can get out too. I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm here to test everyone. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? When I give you the truth, are you in that truth? right? Now, last night I'm listening to the radio and they're talking about going to Mars. Okay, the real Mars is not inhabitable. You don't have time to go terraform, and they're not putting you in fancy little rockets to take you to real Mars, okay? That's not what they're doing. Now, they may have a holograph of Mars, and that is what I feel it is, but judgment is coming over there too because I'm collapsing time. Meaning even their holographs of time, because they have to have an original time to holograph from. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, the Zenith and Nadir. Now, they know they're getting their butts kicked here, so they're trying, we're going to go to Mars now. Well, it's not real Mars, for one thing. And also the time that they're on, that they're twisting, right? Whirlpool Galaxy, we're twisting, Whirlpool, right? Twister, that they're trying to do all this crap on, it's still going to go down because there's an original time that they're having to holograph from in the first place. In the first place, which they stole from the Library of Alexandria, and it's a crystal. And they keep twisting it, inverting it, and then they think they're going to try and trick me, which actually I came here and tricked them because I've been sitting here the whole time, and I've been soul sharing with all these other aspects of my soul, watching what's going on. I'm like, I'm just watching. I went through their little schooling system. Notice math and science I didn't do well in because they're lying. And then they're trying to get me to correct it or fix it or something like that. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you anything. I mean, I'm telling them now because they're lying, and now I can catch them, and now they can't take credit for it, right? But now they're like, oh, well, we're going to go to Mars. We're going to get out of here. We're going to ruin this. We're going to have her ruin this, and we're leaving. No. Because as I told you, I have safe lands. You don't. You're not going to be able to go there, and there's nowhere safe in this realm or any other that you're going to be able to go, or any of the rings of Saturn, or any time that you're on, because I'm going to drop that time. That's what I'm showing them. Yesterday, Olga and Igor, okay? Igor Serenko, and then Olga, the one that was the Russian actress, that's Yeshua, okay? And what she's doing is acting out things for you, telling you stories, trying to teach you. Because that's all Noah was, that's all Moses was, that's all Yeshua was. They were master teachers. They were here to help you get where you needed to be. And I wasn't thrown down here. They're like, oh, well, the word was thrown down. No, they weren't thrown down. They're playing games. And I'm telling you right now, we aren't here to go exploring. We're not here to jump out. They don't have a way to escape this now. Okay? That's why I'm here. I'm the loop. That's what that means. I'm the loop. You don't get out of time here. And they can't kill me. The only person that can take me out is me. And they can't trick me to do it. And they can't clone me to do it. And they can't do all this stuff because they're having to clone Catherine to get to me, which is Yeshua, not me. They're not on my time. They can't get to my time because I'm on the other side of Luna and they are not. I kick their butts back here because they're supposed to be going to school to earn their way back. And instead, what do? We find cheating, lying, and stealing. They took everybody's crystals, right? And that's how they're tricking you or hypnotizing you or putting spells on you. That's with your memory crystals. They're playing around with your memory crystals. They don't have my memory crystal because my memory crystal I don't need. I am all consciousness. So I'm not friends with them. If they go walking by me, we're not buddies. We're not family. I'm not okay with them. They're faking who they are. And I know who they are. And I'll shake my head when they go by most of the time. Sometimes I won't. But it doesn't mean that I'm not taking their time back because every time they walk by me, I'm taking their time. So they don't have time to keep jumping through because I'm taking the time that they've stolen from me, from my twin flame, from my archangels, from wherever they're stealing it. And so be so.